Yo, 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 what's up, guys? Your boy Fade Junkie, coming to you with episode 2 of Junkie Vision, guys. And today we're going to be going over my freestyle part techniques. Basically, today, what you see in the barbershops, I see is that a lot of people come in, they ask for designs or freestyle design, or they bring to your attention a bunch of pictures of different parts and stuff you see on social media nowadays. And this is basically my technique to freestyle part game, guys. So thanks for watching. Here we go. Alright, so here when I start my freestyle design, sometimes I like to spray a little spritz or light hairspray. There, I believe I used the Suavecito grooming spray. I sprayed and dried it up a little with the blow dryer. It kind of helps the hair stay in place. And then I come in with my Wahl 8900 and basically come in and start etching in the beginning of my freestyle design. I kind of like to go where the hook starts in the haircut. I start my initial line right there and go from there. I like to use my edgers basically like a pencil almost, and use the corner of the blade when it comes to hooks or curves or anything like that. So I like to start etching in, basically sketching. Kind of like a rough draft of exactly what I'm going to be doing. This technique helps a lot when it comes to the parts, because you don't want to, you never want to start your design with like fat lines or exactly how it's going to be right from the beginning. You want to give yourself a little bit of room to play with. So yeah, as you can see, basically, yeah, like I'm using the corners to etch in little by little what I'm doing. And when it comes to straight lines, or you see the area where it's kind of somewhat resembles an M, I like to use the entire blade. When it comes to hooks, curves, or anything like that, I go to the corners. Okay, this helps a lot more with detail. One thing I could say when we're starting or learning patterns when it comes to like freestyle designs, I like to learn certain specific lines. And like, let's say I'll try to master one line. Like I'll learn an M pattern or a 3 pattern or a number 5, and I'll do that number 5 with that part, and I'll do it over and over until I master that, and then combine it with like a number 3 to a number 7. If you notice, when you look at these patterns or these designs, you can kind of see numbers as far as when it comes to the line, you know, and connecting them. It's basically a number 5 connected to a number 7 to a number 3 when you really want to break it down, and it makes it a little bit more easier for you to understand the lines and the shapes and basically how they're created. Just try to learn letters and shapes is one of the main things that I use. So when I get to the point where I am kind of done sketching, I go back and I start opening the lines, creating some depth, a little bit of like angles and shapes, and stretching the lines, you know, giving it some, what I kind of say is like attitude to the lines, you know what I mean? Give them a little bit more definition, start spreading them out, you know, gives it a lot of more, how can I say, personality, you know what I mean, to the style. And basically what you see me doing here, I'm kind of opening the lines now more, trying to spread them out. And like I said, you want to create a rough draft in the beginning, kind of somewhat of like a sketch, and then go off of that and start opening her up. Something off of here is more like, you know, we can stop right here and it be more like a part. From here on, we're gonna get in, it's gonna get a little bit more detailed. you know, clean up a little bit more kind of the spaces and the swirls and stuff like that. Here we're going to go back over somewhat of what I did so you could understand a little bit more before I get more into detail. But from there, you start, basically what I do, I create the outline, I define it, and then it gets a tiny bit more complicated but more detailed. This is when you're going to create something very simple and take it to the whole nother level once you create this this next step. So basically, you see I created the outline, and so what I mean, I get a little bit more complicated, but it's very simple. So I go in and I start creating the little hoops and certain circles and areas, and basically re-outlining the line that I already did. Basically almost like a double-edged concept, but I'm re-outlining that initial first part that I did. Okay, it's something very simple, but it just took the design to a whole nother level, and definitely created more of a piece of artwork. It completed it, made it a little bit more technical. Just something so simple took it to a whole nother level. Here we got the freestyle part I created with the outline, you know, and what you saw was me basically spray, what you saw me is me spray the design with a little bit of water. We create the scalp first before we start razoring with a little bit of 245 shave gel. I went in to soften it up. So one of the most important finishing moves on a freestyle design is going to be your razor work. That's what's going to define and clean up those certain little areas that you couldn't reach with the clipper. So you come in with your razor, clean it up, and sharpen it up. It makes it pop a whole lot more, and you get to get a little bit more detail work when it comes with the razor. Some people shy away from it. This is what's going to take it to a whole nother level. Something so simple, and at the end of the day, there you go. Something simple, clean, effective, and it's going to put that extra $10 in your pocket. Thank you guys for watching. This is Fade Junkie Vision. Take it easy. To the next one.